Yeah, we got one right here.
How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
My name's Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
I was laid off from AM General. You know what AM General is? Making war machines.
Yeah.
For Iraq and Afghanistan. I built Humvees. I was terminated 2 days ago for no reason at all. They just let me go. Probably because they found out I was a part of this.
Yeah.
I'm also a full-time student at Ivy Tech Community College for paramedic science. I think that this is great. This is something great. This is the beginning of a revolution. This is the beginning. This is just the infancy stages, and we, as a generation, are going to give it to them. Thank you.
Right.
Make a point. Right over here?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hi, I made a brief earlier. I just want to say real quick why I'm here. I'm not affiliated with either political party. I'm somebody that believes that both sides need to listen to each other, and that that's not happening. And so, you know, I want to listen to all sides, and that's why I really support this movement, because if we don't find a middle ground, there's going to be nothing's ever going to change. And you know, I posted on Facebook earlier today that how moved I was after coming here this morning and talking to people, and I'm now being harassed, like as we speak, on Facebook about how all those effing liberals, if you don't agree 100%, they're not going to find middle ground. And I just want to say that, you know, middle ground, and I'm going to keep saying that. They can harass me all they want, but I'm going to listen to every side and help people find middle ground, and that's why I support you guys, because this country needs to do something.
Keep in mind, guys, if you can't hear anyone, you can say mic check, and we'll try to be louder as well. If we need to, we can repeat.
We do the people's mic.
We can do the people's mic if it's necessary.
Okay, go ahead, TJ. I need to collect myself.
I'm TJ.
Hey, TJ.
I've been part of Occupy before day one, and it's just it blows my mind, the diversity of people that are here right now, from age to just social background to political background to anything. I am not affiliated with any party. Consider myself an independent. I'm not against capitalism like they say we are. There's a difference between capitalism and what's going on right now.
Absolutely.
Corporatism.
I've been doing some research, and you know, you always wanted to think that it couldn't be happening in our city. There can't be hands in our politicians' pockets. But you do your research and you see that some of our politicians are getting money from people that are doing business for the city to pay for their campaign. There was an article in the newspaper yesterday that said, "Oh, this is the highest grossing campaign election yet," and it's yeah, well, I mean, here it is right here.
Indianapolis-based companies.
So, I mean, it is happening here.
The city is bullying you out of this park. If you don't want to be in this park, don't be in this park, but find someplace else to go so that you're all together as a cohesive unit occupying. As I believe in collectivism. I understand that we have facilitators and we have consensus. But I think if we focus in on our elders like Jane and a group of people that can help with the movement and help it become more mature and cohesive, then let's have that collective group of people that we go to that can help out the group, okay? So don't dismiss the wisdom of the group. You know, if you need a collective, a group of people that can vote on what you need to do, then do that. But please, do not give up. Do not stop occupying, okay? They're counting on you to do this. You know, they're counting on you to give up. And I don't think you should. And I support what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you.
I believe this is a community activity. I am willing to seek authorization for sponsorship of a meeting of the community on IPFW campus if anybody is interested. Now, I think students need to get involved. And we have polled hundreds of students, and 95% have written that they see a real crisis in this country in meeting the problems of ordinary people in this country, not the 1%. 30% of those students say they're so depressed they don't even want to come to any conference. They don't see any solution or believe there is a solution. We have to give them strength and motivation and confidence in themselves. Any movement that is democratic starts leaderless, and that's okay. But if it is going to have staying power, as I think the speaker just said, the idea of having more organization and have democratic leadership is important. Now, when it comes to the Tea Party has helped elect a lot of Republicans. I am very disappointed in Obama. He promised change that he's not given. He will not get elected with grassroots support. He will depend on corporations and banks to get elected. I supported him. But I tell everybody who phones me now, I'm waiting for an alternative in the Democratic primaries to challenge Barack Obama. Somebody that people like us can support. And this has to be a national movement and come down to focusing on somebody whom we can really believe in. And I don't think it'll be easy to believe in anybody after all the broken promises of 2008. But we cannot give up on this country, and we cannot give up on the political destiny of this movement if it is not to fall apart. That's the only way you can change things in democracy. We are democracy here, but we're also a democracy in Washington, D.C., except a phony democracy because we don't take hold of our country and implement the Constitution. Now, we as a small group might want to do that, but we need, the American Revolution is not over. And so that we need to network across the country with smaller or larger groups, and we do need organization and truly democratic leadership should emerge.
Thank you. Sorry, I've been talking a lot today. And by the way, none of our occupiers are sick. I have been making sure that everyone is eating and is staying dry and warm. It's actually our homeless that we've been taking in that no one else will take care of that are sick. And we are trying to nurse them back to health. As one of the people that have been camping here almost non-stop since we got here, I can tell you we are very creative. We've been given so many blows by the government that has told us that we can be here. They've taken away our tarps. We got some from the unions. They've taken off our water. We can walk. I mean, we're diehards. We're here for you because we know that you're here for us. I mean, if all of this support hadn't been coming in, we were getting a little discouraged over the week because it seemed like we were the only ones who were here. And just, I mean, on Saturday, it was obvious. All the cars that were honking, all the peace signs and the fists in the air, like people actually, they do understand what we're doing here. And we'll stay here. I mean, we know what we're doing. We're creative. We can be self-sufficient. We were trying to be before they took away our propane and our tarps and our light, but we can keep going. I mean, as long as you guys need us here, we will stay. I have a home. I have a mortgage. Not far from here, but I'm staying because I know that this movement could possibly change everything in this world.
Address something that was brought up a few minutes ago about finding a leader who can speak our message. Consolidation of power, also known as tyranny, wants to point out that democracy is messy. Democracy is messy. It is a commitment. But guess what? We are committed. We will do the hard work that democracy is. The second that we have a leader, Martin Luther King, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, these people all had detractors. No matter how great and perfect our mighty Savior leader is, we will not be the 99%. We are the 99%. We are not the 50%. We are not the 98%. As soon as we consolidate behind one leader, one particular cause, we lose that credibility. We are here about the things that are strictly good for America. We are not here about the political issues that divide us, and politicians are about the political issues that divide us. Leaders are politicians. As soon as we sign up underneath somebody's name, we lose our credibility as the 99%, and we stop being an Occupy movement.
I have something to say.
How can we take a vote?
Occupation is not a bunch of tents in a park. Occupation is an idea. Occupation is people coming up with their own ideas, their own solutions to the problems that America is having today. Occupation isn't whether or not you stay in this park.
Exactly.
Occupation needs to be in your mind, it needs to be in your heart, and most of all, it needs to be on your lips. It needs to be out there for the people to hear you say it. We are occupying. Occupation doesn't mean that we're a bunch of people sleeping in the park. It's not. This ain't a campground. Occupation is about us. It's about everybody out there. That's what occupation is.